We in the building,
All right,
baby.
we're back in the house. Back
In the
in the
building.
house. And we have somebody with us. So listen, football with the fellas, Clay from Brooklyn, football with the fellas. And who am I here with as my
It's your man
co-host?
Mazo, man. It's all about Big Blue.
Yes,
and
sir.
who's our guest?
And we have as our guest.
My name is Kenneth. I love the Giants. Love football.
There you go.
That's why you're here. That's why.
I do have a shirt.
Yes, I like it.
Put it on if you have to now. You got time. Put it on.
I don't know if the shirt fits. I just got it, but I don't know.
Okay. That's good. So again, we mentioned in our last episode that you were going to be coming on. So
Cool.
It's probably, lines up outside looking inside. Is he on? Now, Kenneth and Mazo are just meeting today for the first time, but I was just telling them before we got on that what they have in common, I'm not sure this is good news, but it's true, is they both had the misfortune of playing flag football with me.
Good experience, man. Good experience.
Yeah.
Funny thing, when you played with me,
Mm-hmm.
so he started out as wide receiver. At some point, he became our quarterback.
I knew it.
Yes.
You know what it was? So we had a guy who was very talented, had a really good arm,
Jerome.
but he didn't have a high football IQ.
Okay, yeah.
And that we kept running into problems with that. So I was like, okay, we got to make this switch because we need to make better decisions on the field. And I remember we made it to the championship game.
Yes, I couldn't have been that bad. We made it.
But
They carried
the other team kind of they were just better, man. You know what it was? They were far better fundamentally.
Yes.
Okay.
We had more talent, but they were far better fundamentally.
If I remember correctly, and I wasn't in that league that long, so I could be wrong, but I think that team had been together longer. And,
They've been together longer. They had one really, really good player, the running back. He was super talented.
That was a good team. If we're going to lose, that was the team to lose to. There's no shame in losing to that team.
Yeah.
And we made it to the finals. We made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that. If I remember correctly, I was 46 years old that year. So that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I played with Kenneth for about 3 years, maybe?
Yeah.
Wide receiver 1 year, then quarterback 1 year, and then back to receiver again the third.
Yeah. I remember when he said
so 40 years ago. So there's
my God.
Wow.
In between them.
Hey, it's a game, man. You love the game.
Love the game.
I love the game, man.
So that brings me to something we also were talking about. So this is a good time to say, what makes you love football? This is why I love football and the Giants history.
Okay, so I love football because my parents tell me when I was like 3-4 years old, I would sit down in front of the TV and watch football and watch the news. Those are the two. I didn't even know what I was looking at, but I would watch football and I would watch the news.
Wow.
So
okay.
It's been a love affair but the earliest I remember like really understanding it was like, I would say like 84, because then I saw like the 85 Bears.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That was really entertaining. And I really felt like we could beat them, and we lost to them. I was like, but when you're like, I know the score was like this, but I felt like the game was like we were right there.
We're right there.
And then we won it, and then so I've loved football since then. But I think the biggest sign that I love football is that so my first child, right? So my wife, I played flag football. This is before you played with me.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife went in the hospital, and she was supposed to have the baby. And it was a Friday. And then it was one of those, baby's not coming, right? So I'm sitting there, we're in the hospital, and then the doctor says, yeah, man, she's out. We gave her something so she could sleep. And I'm like, whoa, doc. So she's not waking up for a couple of hours? Like, no, she's out, man. She's out. I look at my time. It's like 6 o'clock. I was like, I could still make the game.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. Wife is in the hospital. I got up and I went to go play a flag football game.
I can't believe it. This is,
I played the game and we won. So and then I went back to the hospital. Like the baby ain't come, right? Nah, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
What to say?
Yeah, you're still married. Don't worry.
Right.
So that was kind of
I think
proof.
that's a good sign. I think that
Yeah,
is a sign that you are a
she
football
didn't
lover.
believe me before. She knew then. This man left me to go play a flag football game.
She loves you then. That she
Yeah,
loves you.
yeah,
You have to
yeah.
ask that question again. Now, what was your, let me ask you this though. What was your memory of like the first memory of the Giants though? Like
Nice.
what made you a big Blue fan?
Uh,
Like what is there a player or a
so the
game?
player, yeah, it was watching Joe Morris run the football.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
So my position was running back, but it
Yes.
was Joe Morris, man. I just because okay, you have the Bears, the 85 Bears, and they played defense, and that was great. And they were fun. They were a really fun team.
That was fun
oh
too.
yeah.
But to see Joe Morris kind of like dominate when he would run and he would just
Yeah.
fall forward, and then see how he would evade people and all that. And then I liked what's his name that was on the Jets at the time, the running back.
Curtis Martin?
No, during the times of Joe Morris.
Oh, okay.
McNeil? Was it
Freeman
McNeil?
McNeil.
Yeah. Freeman McNeil. Yeah.
So even Freeman McNeil, he had a bit more speed than Joe Morris, you know. And so it was just watching a game where you could be powerful but also be elusive.
Right.
And just to see the speed and the power, I was like, wow, this is man, you know.
So I'm gonna tell you something else that's gonna make you realize how old I am.
I know what you're gonna say. I know because I was about to say it too.
I went to college with Joe Morris.
Right.
In fact, I was there first. Joe Morris came to Syracuse my junior year.
I remember. Yeah. You see him in school. George
Yep.
Morris was like, he was definitely the truth.
So did you know he was gonna he's gonna be in the NFL?
Oh
These
yeah.
guys-
Yeah. Because you remember Art Monk?
Yes.
So Art Monk and I were freshmen together at
wow.
That's again how old I am. But Art Monk came to Syracuse as a running back.
Right.
Oh.
He was actually a hurdler in track. That was his main sport. And football was his second sport. And he was a running back. And so his first 2 years, they had him like playing flanker. Like, so sometimes he'd be. They don't even use the word flanker anymore in the NFL.
No, they don't.
But he was a flanker. Anyway, long story short, by our junior year, Joe Morris came up and they were like, okay, we don't need him at running back anymore.
Right.
We're going to make him a full-time wide receiver, which actually did him a favor because he was a great receiver. And because teams had to really worry about Joe Morris, he was now not only playing a position that he was better suited for, but he was playing without as much focus on him. Is your daughter showing up?
Yeah.
Bring her in.
I saw the left.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
You want some water? Kennedy.
It's a family show. Everybody's welcome. Bring them on in.
All right, you get some juice. Hold on. Let me mute this.
As long as she's all about Big Blue, it's fine. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's all about Big Blue.
On nothing like that, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to. You know what? Oh, I got something I definitely want to talk to you guys about.
Okay.
What was his name? Hold on. What's his name? The receiver he played for Miami.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut him.
They cut him.
They already did.
And then
and
they cut the linebacker too.
And Bradley Chubb.
The reason I brought this up was that before the show tonight, I was on with another one of our viewers.
Okay.
And we were having just a nice little conversation, and then we heard about Tyreek Hill getting cut.
Right.
And this guy could not stop saying, we got to get him right now. We got to get Tyreek Hill right now. I said, wait a minute, there's a couple of things here. There's like, how much money does he want?
Yeah,
does he really fit? There's got to be a fit. And then, because, not just talent-wise, of course he will fit talent-wise,
right?
But it's his attitude.
And
but again, the money. We were going, listen to this, Ken, we were going back and forth with this, right? Going back and forth. And it's funny because Clay's like when we talked about the salary cap. I said there is a salary cap, right?
Yeah.
We can't just get a guy. This is
Right.
not like
We're not the Yankees.
fantasy
Yeah, this
football.
isn't video games. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I mean, we were going back and I'm talking back and forth.
I have
Couldn't
no
you just
interest
see
whatsoever.
Tyreek Hill on one side, and then we got neighbors on the other side? Yeah, I would love to see that, but we can't.
No interest whatsoever for me.
We
None.
can't afford that.
We can't afford that.
I don't think we could afford Tyreek Hill, and I would, even though I think Tyreek Hill is better because he's faster.
He's fast as get him.
I would prefer Wandale because that camaraderie is already there. And Tyreek Hill is like he's a big star, man. He's gonna want big star treatment.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill is a diva. I don't want the diva.
Yeah.
I don't want the salary hit. I don't want him at all.
We don't have any divas.
He's not a young man, and he's coming off a messed up knee.
I was actually more interested in Bradley Chubb. I was like, hey, is what about him? If we can get him on a good deal.
He's a good football player, but he plays the one position we're deep at. Like the only position we're
inside,
good at.
Or I'm gonna tell you something.
He's something
So here's the thing: I kind of don't understand about the NFL anymore. When they talk about linebackers, right?
Right.
To me, they mix the outside pass rusher. Where you got defensive end, you got edge rusher, and then you got outside linebacker. And so many times it sounds like they use them almost synonymously.
Interchangeably, right.
Interchangeably. And I don't like that because
I don't either.
Giants need a linebacker.
Well, no, I think we need a defensive end. We have linebackers.
Those guys can't cover it. Well, Brian Burns can do everything.
Right. But I'm saying Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau are all in the 250-pound range.
Right.
Not a defensive end.
I think we need. So what's Okereke? What's his weight?
240.
Yeah, he's not.
I think we need
linebackers.
We need a big beefy. I've been eating, McDonald's and Wendy's and everything all day, every day up front. We need. We can't.
I think our worst position on defense is linebacker.
Inside linebacker.
They're invisible. And I mean guys who can play the flats, who can cover a tight end, and who can also blitz. We don't have anyone who can do that.
But Clay, isn't this funny that we're hearing this from Ken? Is that the one thing that made the Giants
right?
Was
the linebackers.
Our linebackers,
and we don't have any.
We have none. We don't.
We don't have any inside linebackers.
We got again.
Isn't Okereke an inside linebacker?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't like him?
No.
Oh, we've disagreed on that for a while. Yeah, we have.
Okereke is a Robin, not a Batman. If he was our second or third best inside linebacker, fine. But we're paying him like he's Batman. We're paying him like he's Dick Butkus, and he's not. Like he's Willie Lanier, like he's Harry Carson. He's not. Or at least he's not anymore. He had his first year with us was a very good year. He's not that guy anymore.
He's solid though.
He's solid. We're not paying him solid money.
Okay. Right, but see, the problem I have is if you get rid of him, we have nothing.
Well, if all you do is get rid of him, we have nothing.
But my biggest question is who are we going to replace him with?
It's funny you should ask that. we were just talking about that in our last episode about some of the players that are going to be free agents this year and how we might be able to, convince some of them to come to us. But the person who I want first and foremost is Devin Lloyd, the Jacksonville Jaguars inside linebacker, is a free agent.
Yeah, he's younger.
Sideline to sideline beast.
Devin Lloyd. Okay, yeah.
He had 4 interceptions this year and, 1 million tackles. He is a very good inside linebacker, and he's a free agent.
Jacksonville had a really good season.
Yes, they did.
guys kind of tend to like to stay in the warm
Guys
weather.
like to get paid.
And they went to the playoffs. So it
But
might be one of those, hey, I'm gonna stay. Because
I mean, it might, but I'm just saying that's who I want. And Leo Chenal is the inside linebacker from Kansas City.
I've heard about him.
He was one of my draft crushes coming out of college. He's the other inside linebacker that I want.
Can we get both of them?
We should go after both.
We couldn't afford both of them, could we?
Yeah,
well, this is what I feel. So what I've seen in Giants history, and this might not correlate, this might not connect to now. The Giants don't need a big time linebacker. They just need effective linebackers. They just need effective linebackers who are smart, who will make plays.
I think that's what big time is.
Yeah.
No, meaning we don't need Dick Butkus. We don't need what's the guy that just made the Hall of Fame from the Panthers? Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
We don't. I'd love one, but we don't need a Luke Kuechly. Think about when we've won Super Bowls, and I'm talking about LT. I'm talking
Harry
about
Carson was a beast.
I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about like 2007, 2011.
Antonio Pierce was a very.
But he wasn't a big time. He was very smart.
Right.
Very aggressive.
He wasn't Ray Lewis.
Right.
So we need high IQ linebackers who can also run around. Remember Kavika Mitchell?
Yes, of course.
Kavika Mitchell.
But look, this is what we need though. But what you need in front of them are those playmakers, which will help them. Well, you don't need as good a linebacker.
Yeah.
You need the guys up front because they shouldn't be. Our linebackers really shouldn't be leading. Like our safety shouldn't be leading in tackles.
Right.
The first time a running back gets hit shouldn't be by one of our linebackers.
Yeah.
Shouldn't. That's what happened last year.
I don't mind if the linebackers are leading the team in tackles, but it shouldn't be the safeties.
I don't mind if it's the linebackers if they're shooting gaps.
Right.
If they're reading a play and getting there.
Right. So part of it is scheme. Last year, for the last few years, we've been going with this 2 defensive tackle look. It drives me batty. Because it looks like we're in a 4-3 because people keep saying that our outside linebackers are defensive ends, and they're not. So we're not in a 4-3. What we're really in is like a 2-5, or at least a 2-4.
Yeah, something real weird.
And that's if you're going to put 3 interior defensive linemen in there, then you can get away with, lesser, not bad, but not Pro Bowl inside linebackers. But if you only got 2 of them, then those linemen are coming upfield, and your linebackers better be great if they're going to have to fend off a guard.
Yeah, right.
So the thing I'm hoping for is, and this goes to the coaching, is like you said, scheme. So this is what I saw with Shane Bowen, who.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God he's gone.
I don't understand why defensive backs are 10 yards back. I don't understand. Anyway, this is my problem with Shane Bowen. Pat Shermer's downfall to me, number one, would always be the defensive coordinator he held on to. The guy from the Patriots, Pat something.
Not Schumer.
Yeah, Pat
Shermer. I thought you meant Wink at first. Martindale.
No. I'm going back to Pat Shermer to say that if you're a defensive coordinator, when you're an offensive when you're an offensive head coach, your defensive coordinator has to be like scheme and he has to have it together.
Right.
The problem with Pat Shermer was their defensive coordinator was horrible. He was a guy from the Patriots.
From Arizona.
Was he from Arizona?
I believe so.
But either way, he was horrible. And the same thing with Shane Bowen, where it was very evident very early.
James Betcher. He was from the Cardinals.
It's like, this ain't working. He's not. No.
And he wouldn't change it. It wasn't working. He still wouldn't change it. That's the whole thing. He wouldn't change
That's all we've seen. I mean, last year was the worst, but it doesn't matter who we have if the scheme is
right.
basura.
Right.
We looked it up before this. We looked up. Check this out, Ken. The Giants gave up 5.3 yards from the line of scrimmage a play. 5.3. That means every 2 plays, it was a
Wow.
first down. If I'm a
5.3 yards
defensive
rushing.
coordinator, if I see that, I know I should be renting if I've seen that happening. I should be renting because I know I'm not going to keep my job.
And to be clear, that was 32nd in the league. So it's not just that it's bad,
Wow.
it was worse.
Just think about that.
32nd
You
out
come
of
out there,
32 teams.
it's 2nd and 4, and then next it's 1st and 10 all over again. Every time.
That's
Just think about
bad.
that.
That's bad.
We couldn't we couldn't score enough. We would have
Right.
to score every
Right.
time we touched the ball.
That's bad.
But it wasn't just last year. For the last 10 years,
Yeah, it's been
we have
terrible.
given up the third most rushing yards in the National Football League.
Yeah, I have no answer. I don't understand.
I do.
And then you have one of the best
Dexter
defensive
Lawrence.
tackles.
Right.
But
I
he
don't
gets double and
understand.
tripled every play because we only have 2 defensive tackles. Kenneth, listen, you were an outstanding running back. I used to just turn and hand you the ball all the time.
Right.
And I'd look at the defensive alignment, and if it looked like they weren't stacking the box, like, audible, check.
Just go this way.
Blue.
Yeah.
So that's what teams do. They come to the line of scrimmage and say, "Oh, wait, y'all only got 2 defensive tackles? Okay, well, you 3 interior offensive linemen gang up on Dexter. It only takes 1 tackle to deal with Darius Alexander or Roy Robertson Harris or whoever the other defensive tackle was. And now we're at the 2nd level already and still got another tackle."
Right.
So, because I never understood the scheme. Our defensive ends or Brian Burns, they just couldn't help.
Well, but they could stop sweeps and things like that. But I'm talking about dive.
But we were getting beat on sweeps.
Dive right. Yeah,
We get beat on everything.
Sometimes.
We get beat on.
Because Abdul Carter was not great at setting the edge this year. You know,
No.
he's going to learn.
But he's a rookie.
He's definitely going to learn under Harbaugh. He's definitely going to
learn. There won't be any sleeping in the meetings under Harbaugh.
No, there'll be none of that.
I've just never understood how it didn't matter who was the defensive coordinator. We would just struggle against the run. And sometimes we would be good against the run, but when we needed to be good.
Right.
It was like if teams said, all right, we've been playing with them. Oh, wait, it's 4th quarter? All right, let's go. 4th quarter.
Flip
all right,
the
let's
switch,
run
right?
Yeah, no, the defensive scheme, the other part of the scheme that drove me batty is, again, Bobby Okereke and Micah McFadden for that matter, but he got hurt early. And then Darius Musow, they're not very fast. And I used to show films of the 2 inside linebackers would basically be on the center's outside shoulder. They'd be close enough where they could reach out and touch each other's hands.
Right.
You can't do that.
Yeah, right.
You can't do that this slow. So every time there would be a toss to this, toss sweep, they're turning and running as fast as they can because they know they got to sprint to get to that sideline.
So I noticed Michael McFadden made a jump when he started anticipating better. Yeah. Because he still was slow.
Right.
But I noticed he became much more of I'm going to just missile. I'm just going to go and try to blow up the play.
Well, he was doing his job. He would fill his gap.
Right.
He went from a 2 gap to a 1 gap, and he was filling his gap.
And even though I'm not a big fan of him.
Me neither.
But I kept thinking, if Michael McFadden or Okereke, they can get 1 or 2 other linebackers with some speed and IQ, we'll have a good. We'll be able to like.
This is what I'm saying. Bobby Okereke is Robin or Green Arrow or something. He's not. He can't be the guy. He can be the guy next to the guy, but he can't be the guy.
He's not the guy. He can't be the guy though.
He can't be the guy.
I still don't want to release him though.
Now are who I want us to sign, and we can easily free up $50 million in cap space, and we have boatloads of cap space in 2027, so we can push some salaries into 2027, and we can sign Devin Lloyd into the deal now, and Christian Wilkins. That's who I really.
Christian Wilkins.
Is he available?
Christian Wilkins has a lot going on. He's got little issues. I get it, but that's Dexter's boy. right? They go back to Clemson together. They're besties. They were at each other's weddings. Like that's his boy.
I mean, if we can get him, great. But
how much do you think that Christian Wilkins will cost now? Nothing. An incentive laden 1 year prove it deal.
Is it because of all his off
the field stuff and coming back from injury? He hasn't played in a year. He's not going to get. I bet we could get him for $3 million with incentives.
Wow.
For 1 year, and let's see what happens.
I would do it.
If he's the guy he used to be, then you give him the $20 million a year.
Right.
But if you put Dexter and Christian Wilkins and Darius Alexander in between the guards, there will be no more running in between the guards.
Right.
Anybody for any reason.
It starts there. It actually starts there.
Then you can put your inside linebackers outside of the tackles. Takes away the quick slant from the tight end because you're right in that throwing window.
Right.
Takes away the jet sweeps, takes away the bubble screens, takes away the toss sweeps. You have to run off tackle because you can't run up the middle. But now you got people off tackle. Wait.
Right. Hey, man. It's got to do something, man. It's painful. Very painful to watch these games. I don't know, man. I don't know about the. I'm very okay. I trust Harbaugh, but I am concerned about Wilson, the defensive coordinator.
Wilson? Yeah, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm just like, is he another one? Is he
just because he came from the Titans doesn't mean he's going to be just like Shane Bowen, but. I get the PTSD because I felt it too when they were like, getting the Titans defensive coordinator. I was like, what?
Yeah, like, why?
There's 30 other teams we could have got a defensive coordinator from. We had to get him from the Titans again?
Yeah.
I get it. That's like,
trying to figure that one out still myself.
But I trust Harbaugh. If that's who he wants, he gets at least 2 years of me saying, that's why we gave him $100 million, right? We gave Harbaugh $100 million over 5 years. Because we think he can make good decisions. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Because funny enough, after last year, I'm not worried about the offense.
Thank you.
See you. Oh no.
Mazo wants to spend our first pick on a wide receiver. I can't do it.
See. Hold on. Played for Brooklyn now. He's got somebody on his side. Hold on. You gotta go offense. You gotta go receiver. You gotta go receiver early. Viewers, hey, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Check it out. Let's take a moment. Let's take a poll on this one. Big Blue fans, viewers of Football with the Fellas all about Big Blue. Put in the comments, let us know what do you think the Giants should do. Should the Giants go wide receiver, go alongside of Malik Neighbors? Have 2 premium wide receivers for, Jackson Dart to throw to? Sounds like a good idea to me. Or should they go defense? I know the Giants had a sorry defense. Yeah, okay, fine. But we want offense. We want touchdowns. We want more touchdowns. We want exciting plays. We want Malik Neighbors to have somebody on the opposite side who can actually draw attention to them so they don't double team Malik Neighbors. Let's go with a wide receiver with the 5th pick of the National Football League draft. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And while you're down there in the comments, hit that like button, and then please, we appreciate you coming on to our channel. Subscribe, and let us know. Let us know that you really enjoy what we're trying to do here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. We got our Clay and I have special guests on today, and Kenneth Dale. Hey, I'm not sure. You're a Giant fan, but you went with Clay from Brooklyn with the defense, man. So I don't know. Hey, this is part 1. Come in, tune in later. Next episode, we're going to have part 2 of this discussion. But please, again, in the comments, what should the Giants do with the 5th pick of the upcoming draft? Should they go offense for a receiver? Or should they go defense? Let us know. Okay, it's your man Mazo. Football with the Fellas is all about Big Blue. Until next time, peace. Big shout out to L Marquee Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. it's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis's skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out elmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.